What's up, guys? We are live, and tonight's basically going to be do a recap of UFC Rochester. I know we're a couple days late. Me and Kelvin were supposed to go on Tuesday. We had to, reschedule that. We were supposed to go last night. Had to reschedule that, and tonight I'm doing a solo because Kelvin, had to bail last minute. Anyways, just do a little recap, and then any of the live viewers, want to ask me any questions about any upcoming fights, we can talk about that. Basically, just a week without UFC, so I kind of wanted to do a video. So before we talk about every fight on the card from Rochester, it was a good week, man. I mean, we got to talk about there's a lot of good pets, there are a lot of good plays, man, and a lot of good fights on that card. Um, so yeah, we'll talk about the first fight. So Kevin Lee and RDA was a very good fight. I thought Kevin Lee looked good. I thought he definitely looked, a lot better at 170. But I mean, the gas tank's a problem. He got tired, and after he couldn't get that takedown in the fourth round, RDA just kind of exposed him. And RDA showed he had better cardio, man. I know Kevin Lee took him down, but I mean, even RDA took him down. But Kevin Lee striking looked better too. A lot of people don't think Kevin Lee's good, and they think he's a fraud. I don't think so. Like I think 170 is the weight class for him. Do I think he could be a top 15 guy? Yeah, I do. I think he could be a top 10 guy. I don't think he's ever going to be like the champ, but um, just because he lost to RDA, I don't think he's a fraud. It was a good fight. Kevin Lee, I think, was winning that fight and then just kind of gassed and, you know, kind of just broke. After he didn't get that takedown that fourth round, RDA just, got on top of him and just tapped him out. So congrats to RDA betters. That was my only loss on the night. I went 3-1. And yeah, I think let me check real quick. I went pretty sure I went 9. Yeah, so 9.3 units on the night. So it was a good night. Sucks about that, but it is what it is. So the co-main event we had, let's see, Ian Heinisch versus Carlos Jr. And that play, me and Kelton were also on that play along with another one on the card. We both cashed on Heinisch, and he looked good, man. ACJ definitely won that first round. I thought, he took his back, and I was sweating, man, because we know how good his back take is. But as soon as that first round ended, man, I knew that we had it. I think because ACJ, man, the guy just gets gas tank, man, And we won the second round, we won the third round. Heinisch looked good, man. Heinisch is a really good fighter, top 10 guy. I really hope he fights a guy like Brunson next. I saw some people on Twitter that were saying he should fight like Jack the Joker Hermanson. I totally disagree with that. Jack the Joker Hermanson is just a level above Ian Heinisch, in my opinion. And I don't think they should ever make that fight. I mean, right now, anyways. I totally disagree with that. Because Jack the Joker Hermanson is, a beast. And he deserves a title shot. He deserves to fight the winner of Stylebender and Whitaker. I mean, I guess you could give him Weidman. I mean, you can't. People were saying they should give him like Romero. Obviously, you can't now. Romero's fighting Costa, but I mean, do you really want to give him Weidman? Like that's like easy money for Jack, but Weidman doesn't want that smoke. Let's be honest. I mean, you can give Weidman Heinisch. That'd be a good fight. That'd be a really good fight. I mean, I definitely favor Heinisch there, but I mean, I think an easier fight is the Brunson fight. I think people will probably be on Brunson there. So here's what it is. Heinisch is a great fighter, man. He has great cardio, good striking, great chin. He has good grappling too. I mean, he has good defense on the mat too. I mean, you got tapped out a long time ago against Marcus Perez, who is very good on the mat, but that was a low percentage like submission. So that was, I don't know. I'm not going to say it was a fluke, but he's improved a lot, and you're not going to see a lot of people hitting those kind of submissions that Marcus Perez did. Marcus Perez is a ballsy fighter, but when Carlos Jr. took his back, I was sweating for sure. I mean, I can't say I wasn't, but. Congrats to Heinisch, and yeah, man, I want to bet on him, and he looked good. So the third fight, let's see, we had this is the fight right here, man, that my co-host and I wanted to talk about for a while, but he's not here, so I have to give him a shout out. Felicia Spencer versus Megan Anderson. We both called it, man. I mean, a lot of people on Twitter, we're all on Megan Anderson, and I will say that obviously I was a little nervous with the whole size difference thing, but I mean, one hole in Megan Anderson's game is her ground game and her takedown defense, and a girl like Spencer, good grappling, black belt on the mat. I know that she hasn't fought really anybody, but let's be honest, who's Megan Anderson beating? Like no one either. And no girl that's ever got tapped out against Cindy Dandois is going to beat a girl like Spencer. That's what I said, and people kind of like shit on me for that. But I mean, Spencer's no joke. I mean, she would destroy Denwall. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and say she would beat Cyborg. I mean, I don't think so. I'd probably go with Cyborg pre-tape, but I do think Spencer's good. I do think that she's gonna, she could be a future champ for sure, man. Especially if Cyborg, um, leaves the UFC. But obviously, I'm picking Cyborg as of right now pre-tape. But I think Spencer's good. I really do. I think she's gonna beat a lot of girls. She's a problem, man. I mean, people, her physique, she's not like super fit, but she's strong, man. She has a really good game, man. And I mean, Megan Anderson they were striking on the feet, and I was like, what? Like, come on, Spencer, get her down. But then, like, Spencer, like, landed a really good shot, and I was like, wow, Spencer, like, is actually doing pretty good on the feet. And then she just got her, on the mat, and Megan Anderson quit, man. So I like Spencer. That was a good win. Obviously, I bossed the hell out of that line. I mean, Kelton did too. She closed, like, what, plus 200 or something like that, or maybe even more. And, yeah, I got her, like, a plus 135, 2 units, and I put a unit on plus 105 because she was a favorite, Brute Spencer, at one point. She was like what, minus 160. So when I bet her a couple weeks out, I didn't think she was gonna ever get close to plus 135 again, and then she did. But it is what it is. I cashed on the bet, so I can't get mad about that. So the fourth fight, actually, let's see. We'll go in the chat real quick and see if anyone is in the comments. See, no one as of right now. Chico says, yeah, man. I don't know what yeah, man is referring to, but yeah, man. So probably what I say a lot, but yeah. So yeah, man. We got Luque versus Krantz. I mean, what do you want to say about that? Luque's a beast. Obviously, everyone, on Twitter that follows me and has been following me for a while knows how high I am on Luque. And he was going to absolutely destroy Neil Magny. But the Krantz, wasn't playable in my opinion. I'm not going to play minus 10,000, whatever he was, minus 1,000. But I had him on DraftKings pretty big, and he did good for me. So Luque, it's kind of crazy. Krantz got him down. And but Luque just, super calm and composure. Krantz just like stormed out of the gate and kind of caught him off guard. I think Krantz could win fights in the UFC, man. I don't think he's the worst guy at 170. I think, is he a jobber? He's a journeyman for sure. He's definitely, has a good record as of late. I'm not going to sit here and say he's, a future champ, or a top 15 guy or top 20, but can he beat guys on the roster? Like, yeah, man. I think Krantz could beat guys on the roster. Like, I'm trying to think of like upcoming matchups. I know I didn't do it for the first two fights, but yeah, maybe I did. But I'll do a little matchmaking. So for the main event so far, I think RDA should probably fight. Damn, I think he should fight either Leon Edwards or Ponzi, in my opinion. I think I got Ponzi there, obviously pre-tape. Leon Edwards is a close fight. I don't know who I got there. And Kevin Lee, I think, should fight. The loser of Damian Maia and Tony Martin. I think that would be a good fight. I think Kevin Lee would probably beat Tony Martin. I don't know about, and I like Tony Martin a lot. I'm high on him. I don't know about, I think Damian Maia would probably beat Kevin Lee. Let's be honest. Co-main event, Heinich, like I said, Brunson or Cannonier. I think I definitely favor him pretty high against both guys. Cannonier would destroy Brunson, but yeah, Heinich I think is better than both of them. ACJ, Elias maybe. That fight was supposed to happen, Obviously, I favor ACJ there. I like Elias. Obviously, I've bet on him, in the past a lot, catch a lot of bets on him, but he's a point fighter, and he did not look that good last fight, man. So we'll see where he goes from there. Third fight, Spencer, and there's not a lot of girls at featherweight, so I don't know. I don't really know what you're gonna do. I was gonna say Kat Zingano, but Megan Anderson should probably get Kat Zingano, but I got Kat there pre-tape. Spencer, are you gonna give her Cyborg? I don't know. I don't know. And maybe you can give her GDR, I guess, at 45. I don't really know. But, yeah, I probably got Spencer versus GDR, to be honest, but pre-tape. But, yeah, so the Luque fight, I think Luque, man, should get probably Jeff Neal, I'm thinking, or Ponzi. Luque needs to get, like, a guy in the top 15, obviously. Magny was in the top 15, but between a lot of people, including me, he's not in the top 15. What are they going to do? They're not going to give him Anthony Pettis' match against Diaz. Wonder Boy versus Luque would be a pretty good fight. I favor Luque against a lot of guys in the division, but I don't know. As of right now, I say Luke should probably fight like Jeff Neal. I think that'd be a great fight. I mean, a really good fight. I'm high on both guys. I don't know who I got there, to be honest, pre-tape. And then Krantz, I mean, you can give him Court McGee. I mean, you can give him Diego Lima, even though he's coming off a win, but it was a very close fight. Um, I was gonna say Kyle Stewart or Coke, but they're fighting each other, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna pay attention to see pretty closely who Derek Krantz fights next, and then um, the next fight we got Vicente. We got Charles Oliveira versus Nick Wentz. Yeah, the Bronx has definitely looked a lot better. I mean, I wrote him off versus Tamer, and Tamer like he got dominated in that fight. Man, I know Tamer dropped him in the first round, but Oliveira like dominated him in that fight, man. Like dominated him in that fight. Um, and yeah, he looked really good, man, against Nick Wentz. Like really, really good. I mean, he knocked him out. I mean, he obviously won every fight, but that they fought. But Oliveira looks good, man. I mean, really, he's definitely in his prime. He's definitely improved a lot. We haven't seen the quitter in a long time. He needs to get a step up. Like they need to give him a guy in the top 15. I say either Gregor Gillespie, Alex Hernandez, Gilbert Burns. Like, yeah, he's a good fighter and all, but he's not in the top 15. Like Gilbert Burns should fight like Devontae Smith. Spoiler alert: Devontae Smith absolutely destroy him. But I mean, you got to give the Bronx someone ranked, in my opinion. Yeah, I would like to see Devontae Smith fight him, but Smith's, outside the top 15 right now. I think he needs a couple more, maybe one more win to get like a top 15 guy, or you can give Devontae Smith someone else later in the card, but Davy Ramos. But we'll talk about that later. But yeah, I think the Bronx should probably fight either Alex Hernandez or Gregor Gillespie, to be honest. And then Nick Wentz, I mean, a lot of damage in this fight. He's taking a lot of damage. He proved me wrong last fight, but I mean, you got to give Nick Wentz maybe like Austin Hubbard or something like that, who we'll be talking about pretty soon. I don't know. Maybe I don't know about Austin Hubbard. I don't know. Maybe give Nick Wentz like, I don't know. I'm trying to think. That's a tough one. I mean, BJ Penn. I mean, BJ Penn should not be fighting anymore. Let's go in the comments real quick. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be having. I have 6 people live right now, but I mean, I kind of tweeted this late, but yeah. So I'm going to pronounce your name wrong probably because I'm not good at pronouncing names. KWYATJL Quattro with what up, bro? I noticed Luke couldn't breathe through his nose. I think he was sick. Luke always pulls through. Yeah, man. I mean, Luke, he looked good, but obviously, like, I think Krantz just caught him off guard. I don't think anyone thought Krantz was going to go out there and storm him, and Krantz got him down immediately, like pretty early in the fight. Landed a good shot, got him down, and I don't think Luque has like bad cardio. I mean, it's definitely like his weakness, but he obviously didn't gas in this fight. I was just thinking about the fight with Leon Edwards, but Luque's a solid fighter, man. There's I think that's the only hole in his game is cardio, but it's improved. I mean, he finished Bob Reed in the 3rd round. I thought if that would have went to the judges, I was really nervous just because it was in Barb's hometown, but I think on the scorecards, Barb was up, but that's bull, man. Like, Luque was winning in that fight. Like, I don't agree with that at all. I think Luque was winning, and Luque got the finish. I think Luque, like he needed to go to the body more, man, because the guy like Barb, like, his head is so big and he's so strong. Like, look at his body. Like, he's in good shape, but, like, he's a little pudgy. Like, you go to, like, a guy's body like that, it's a little pudgy, like, he's going to get hurt, man, and that's what happened. But I think Barberine is a great fighter. I'm not taking anything away from him. I mean, Luque is just a future top 5 guy, maybe even a future champ. And Barberine is going to absolutely destroy Randy Brown when they fight in a couple of weeks at UFC Greenville. I don't know where that line is going to be at, but Barb is going to beat Randy Brown's ass. Like, Randy Brown's kind of a fraud in my opinion. Like, I just don't think I don't know. Like, he's talented, he's athletic, and he's big, but he just hasn't shown. I feel like I don't know. Maybe he'll prove me wrong. I actually think Chance Rencounter would have beat him as well. Chance is fighting near that guy that fought Perseris. Weird matchmaking. I think a lot of people are going to write Chance off. Chance is probably going to be plus 400. I mean, Ishmael, just beat Perseris is a really big win. But Chance is no slouch, man. I think it could be a closer fight, I feel like, than people think. But I got Ishmael there pre-tape, but I don't think Chance is that bad. I think Chance is no slouch. He's not a jobber, in my opinion. So, yeah, let's see. Wentz versus Hubbard is actually a good fight. Yeah, I think it's a good fight. Speaking of Hubbard, we'll talk about the last fight of the main card. We got Ramos versus Hubbard. I think Ramos, man, just, he fell in love with the striking, which isn't, I mean, the striking is good, but I mean, he shouldn't be doing that against like once he gets close. Like if he fights a guy like Devontae Smith and he falls in love with the striking, like you're getting KO'd stiff, dude. Like you better be shooting out of the gate against Devontae Smith because obviously that's Devontae Smith's hole in his game. Is his ground game. He's only lost against Gunther, but I mean that was a long time ago, man. He's only improved like so much since then. And Gunther's a very tough guy, man. I mean, Devontae Smith, this is before he was training at Factory X, man. So, I mean, now his cardio is a lot better. His ground game is better. He destroyed Gunther, man. He just gassed out. And a guy like Gunther, like, dude, Gunther's so tough. He's one of the toughest guys in the UFC. Speaking of Gunther, where is he, man? I want Gunther to fight BJ Penn because I don't know what some people out there like might think, but dude, Gunther would absolutely like destroy BJ Penn. I don't think Gunther's the worst guy at lightweight. I really don't. I actually think there's guys he can beat. He's obviously like a tough jobber. Like he has a really good chin. He has good wrestling. He took down Trezano, man, like multiple times. Like he even won a round versus Trezano. We'll be talking about Trezano later. So to sit here and say Gunther's like, the worst fighter in the division, like I don't see it at all. Gunther could beat people besides BJ Penn, to be honest. So yeah, Austin Hubbard. I mean, you can give Austin Hubbard Gunther. That'd be a good fight. I mean, probably got Hubbard there, honestly. I mean, Hubbard I know he lost every round and he had his moments. I mean, he dropped Ramos, but he didn't look that bad. I think Hubbard's no slouch. You can give him a guy like Nick Wentz or maybe even John Gunther. I think Hubbard could win fights in the UFC. I was going to say maybe Jalen Turner, but I think Jalen Turner was hurt. That's what I heard going into the fight with Fivol. I wish I would have known that because I've been on Turner. So Turner's probably going to have like a long way off. But yeah, Davy Ramos should fight Devontae Smith. Obviously, there's no secret. I would go with Devontae Smith there pre-tape. I'm so high on Devontae Smith. I think he's going to be a top 10 guy. Probably even probably even like a top 5 guy, honestly, in the future. He hasn't fought in a while. He's probably, I don't know what maybe people are probably ducking him, to be honest. They're trying to fight Trinaldo, and that fight was going to happen. I think Trinaldo pulled last minute or something like that. So it's probably hard to. I mean, who wants to fight Devontae Smith, man? I mean, the guy's scary, dude. Like he's so like athletic for the division, so fast, dude. Like, dude, his right hand, man, his speed is like really, really, really fast. So I think Devontae Smith is a handful for a lot of guys in the division. And I hope he fights soon. I really do. I don't know who they're going to give him next, but I hope they give him a guy that's like right outside the top 15. Give him a guy that's ranked, like I'll take it. Like, dude, if he fights Alex Hernandez, like, come on, man. Rip Alex Hernandez. I'll tell you that right now. Rip. Rest in peace. So yeah, I think David Ramos should fight Devontae, and I think Hubbard should fight one of those guys that I said. Honestly, I mean, so we'll see. Tim Silly Diva, what's up, man? Lynch versus or you betting Cowboy or Tony? Yeah, that's a good fight, man. It's a really good fight. I actually have not taped it yet, but pre-tape, I gotta go, man, with a guy that I've been so like high on, man, I actually like both guys a lot, and I'm high on them, but Tony Ferguson, man, I know he has a long layoff and all the stuff, the drama and all that, but I'm not going against my boy Tony Ferguson, man. The guy is so good, man. Like I had a bet on him versus Khabib multiple times, and obviously I hope that fight happens, but yeah, I got Tony Ferguson over Cowboy. Obviously pre-tape, I haven't taped her yet. I've taped a couple fights for the next card. We'll talk about that at the end, but yeah, I got Tony Ferguson there. I think he's really gonna just put it on, Cowboy Cerrone, and I think he's gonna break him. I mean, Cowboy Cerrone has very good cardio, but I mean, Tony's pressure, man, that he gives, like, dude, I think Tony could even submit Cowboy, man. Like, I know it's kind of crazy. So, but Tony's a beast. Like, I think the only layoff is, or the only red flag is, all the stuff with that's going on with him on the side. But yeah, Tony pre-tape, like, minus 170, I think is a good line. I'm obviously going to wait if I end up playing him, but I'll let you guys know who I have after tape. But yeah, I got Tony, and I'm pretty confident, and that was pre-tape as well. So let's see comments real quick. But Cowboys look really good, man. Masio, Cowboy by finish. Yeah, I mean, Cowboy looked really good last fight. He's looked really good since he's got that kid. So, but let's be honest, man. Iaquinta, Mike Perry, Alex Hernandez, Tony Ferguson's just, levels above those guys, man. Like levels above. I know Iaquinta's a great fighter, probably the best guy out of those three, obviously. But come on, man, Tony Ferguson's elite. You say Cowboy's up there too. Like Cowboy is a very good fighter, but I mean, there's not many guys I'd be picking against Tony Ferguson. I mean, I go with Tony versus Khabib. I know a lot of people probably would disagree with me that, but I still would. Like I had him, the first couple times I was supposed to fight, I had a bet on him. Every time I was supposed to fight, I was betting Tony and just got scrapped. Obviously, the layoff and all that stuff concerns me, but I got Tony there still. So we got Aspen Ladd versus Sajara Eubanks. I put on Twitter that was one of the best fights I've ever seen, girl fights, and that was a legit fight. That was a back and forth war. Some people, said the Sarge won. I thought it was close. I actually thought it could have been a split decision win, but yeah, it was a great fight. I really do think it was good. They're both very good fighters. Aspen Ladd, man, has a chin on her, man. Like, dude, she was eating, man, a lot of shots. Like, obviously, like I think Sarge is a better striker, but dude, Aspen Ladd, man. I mean, he's for real, man. I mean, Sarge is too. Sarge is really good. Aspen Ladd just a little stronger and a little better. I mean, better grappling. Damn, Aspen Ladd's really good. I can't wait to see who she fights next. I think Aspen Ladd should probably fight. I don't know. That's a tough one. I mean, I probably Caitlin Vieira, actually, to be honest. Caitlin Vieira, that's a really good fight. I'm really high in Caitlin Vieira. I think she got hurt. She's supposed to fight Tanya Aventure. I don't know why. I mean, Vieira, I think, should, be the next in line, but she hasn't fought in a while, so she should probably fight Aspen Ladd. The fight with Kat Zingano versus Caitlin Vieira, how was that a split? Like, dude, like she won every round. Like, I don't get that at all. That was terrible judging. But yeah, Ladd versus Vieira, I don't know, man. I might have to go with Vieira in that pre-tape, and then Sarge at 135. I mean, I think she's top 10 girl, could be top 5. I mean, who are you gonna give Sarge? Sarge can go to featherweight and fight Megan Anderson. That'd be a great fight. Obviously, Sarge would absolutely destroy Megan Anderson, but at 135, I don't know. I mean, you can give Sarge, I guess, Marion Renault. That'd be pretty good. Yeah, that's actually a really good fight. Really good fight. Let's do that. Sarge versus Renault. Renault got robbed last fight, by the way. Actually, that they should make that fight because Aspen Ladd and Renault train together. They're like best friends, so that'd be a pretty cool fight. I mean, even though Aspen won, I think Renault would probably want to fight her and get that win as well. So that's a close fight. It really is. Renault's at the end of her career. Like, she's definitely on the way out, but dude, she's a good fighter. Like, she has a great record. She won her last fight. Good pressure, man. Like, good off her back. Good striking. She can get taken down, though. That's the only thing I'm worried about. And Sarge has really good wrestling. I don't know if she's going to go out there and tap Sarge out, but Renault's a dog. She really is. I like Renault a lot, but I like Sarge too. So if that fight happens, I'd probably go with Sarge pre-tape, but you can't count Renault out, dude. Renault's a beast. I don't want to fade a girl like Renault. Or you can give Sarge Betchkohea. Yeah, I mean, we don't even need to talk about that. Sarge would, yeah, absolutely destroy her. So let me go in the comments real quick before we go to the next fight. Latifi or Ozdemir? Yeah, man. So we're gonna be doing the recap, or not recap, the prediction video probably next Wednesday. I've taped every fight so far besides the Bartos one because I know Bartos pooled, so I haven't taped the guy who was fighting or like the newcomer. We don't know who the newcomer is, but every other fight I've taped. Latifi versus Volkan's a good fight, man. I think it's a close fight too. I think the line is, I mean, if Volkan hits plus money, man, like, yeah, I'm probably going to end up playing him, man. I have Volkan winning this fight. I don't think Volkan should be like minus 120. Like, I think the line was a little off, I feel like, in the beginning, but I think Volkan should be favored like maybe like minus 200. I really do. Maybe minus 180. I will say that Latifi definitely has a grappling advantage. I'll do a little short breakdown real quick. But I mean, Latifi's old, man. Like, he looked terrible against Corey Anderson. I know Corey Anderson's a top 5 guy. Corey Anderson's really good. He's improved a lot. But I mean, on the feet, you got to give Volkan the edge for sure. Volkan's more durable. Volkan has a better striking. I think he's faster than Latifi. Obviously, Latifi has the grappling advantage. I mean, Latifi just didn't even go for like one takedown. He went for one against Corey, but that's it. But if he actually shoots, like, I think he could get Volkan down, but I don't know if he's going to. That's the thing. Obviously, Volkan's wrestling's improved. Like, I don't think Volkan's gonna go out there and take him down. There's no way that's gonna happen. But Volkan's improved lately. Like, he beat Reyes. Like, I know a lot of people don't think that, but he definitely beat Reyes for sure. He looked pretty good against Smith in the first 2 rounds. He won the first 2 rounds, but I mean, he got his nose broken. He just kind of gassed. I don't think Latifi has good cardio. I don't think Volkan does either. I think they both have like kind of the same level, but um, basically, if Latifi goes out there and like shoots and doesn't even strike, because I think Latifi hits hard, obviously, but I think he has the worst chin. I think Volkan's the better striker. I think if Latifi goes out there and sticks his game plan and actually like shoots, then I think he can get Volkan down, maybe even get a sub. But I'm not convinced he does. And if they strike, I got to give Volkan the edge. Volkan's on a 3-fight losing streak, man. This is it for him. I like when fighters are on like back against their wall, like. A lot of them win, man. I think Vulcan's going to win this one. I really do. So that's my short breakdown. Obviously, I got to do a longer breakdown on Wednesday, but I got Vulcan, though. So next fight, Desmond Green versus Jourdain. Yeah, I mean, Desmond Green, he looked good in that fight. He's a good fighter, good point fighter. He doesn't really finish unless you're Ross Pearson. But I think Jourdain's good. I think he has a lot of good things about him, man, in the future. I mean, 155 is not his weight class, man. 145 is his weight class. I think Jourdain's going to be a problem. I really do. I think he's going to win a lot of fights. I think he will be a future top 15, top 10 guy. I love his movement. I love his striking. Like, his takedown defense is like the only thing like it's a worry. But I mean, he even got up versus Desmond Green. Obviously, Green's just a way bigger guy. I know Green's fought a featherweight in the past, but Green's a huge 55er, man. And Jourdain's a pretty big featherweight, man. So I'm excited to see Jourdain fight. I don't know who should fight next. I'm trying to think right now off the top of my head. You can give him Austin Arnett. I mean, if you want like an easy win for Jourdain. Or you can give him like Hakeem Dawodu or whatever, even though he's come a couple wins. I mean, Jourdain would destroy him, man. Desmond Green. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you could give Desmond Green. I'm trying to think. Matt Favola, maybe? I don't know. I don't know who Desmond Green should get. Maybe actually I know who Desmond Green should fight. He should fight my boy who fought Joaquim Silva. That's who he should fight. Yeah. So Joaquim Silva versus Desmond Green, that'd be a great fight. And then Jourdain versus Austin Arnett if he's still on the roster. If he's not, I mean, I don't know who you're gonna give. Oh, actually, yeah, give Charles Jourdain Rick Glenn. That'd be a pretty cool fight. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a tough fight. Like, I think, but I still think Jourdain could win that fight. I probably got him there pre-tape. Before we talk about the crazy fight next, go to comments. Cejudo or Magic? I have not taped that one yet, but I'm gonna be taping it really soon. I have a really strong lean on that fight, and man, it's one of those fights that like. I really like both guys, so it's like hard for me to go against, one of them. Because Cejudo won me a lot of money, man, versus TJ Dillashaw. But it's all about the matchup. I think it's a really bad matchup for Cejudo, man. I think Magic's an okay hoe, knock him out stiff. I think he's a huge bantamweight. I think he's just so good, man. I mean, Magic, like, he's been knocked out, obviously, in the past. Cejudo has too, but there's levels, man. I mean, he's a flyweight, man. I mean, yeah, like he went up to 35 and all that, the pass and stuff, and obviously the fight with Dillashaw, TJ drop. But I think Cejudo could definitely win a lot of fights 35, but he's gonna be faster than Magic. But I just think Magic hits harder, man. I think Magic's a beast, but it's pre-tape because I could definitely change my mind. So who knows? So comments one more time. I still like Charles Jourdain. He's dropping the featherweight. I want to see him fight Marcani. Yeah, Macklin versus Fishgold is a good fight. I'm actually going really back and forth in that fight, but I got Fishgold so far. I don't know if I'm going to play him, though. I mean, it's kind of risky, I feel like. They both have terrible cardio, but they're both great grapplers. I think Fishgold's a better striker, but yeah, I don't know. So we got Danny Roberts versus Pereira. Yeah, Pereira, dude, I mean, that was bad. He knocked him out stiff. Johnny Walker 2.0, I don't know who he should fight next. A lot of people are saying he should fight Nico Price next, or people like that, or who they're saying. I think it's also like Mike Perry maybe. Between me and you, or between me and all the guys that's listening to this right now, and people that start listening to this, in an hour or whenever, Yeah, I don't think that they should match him up with Nico Price. I love Nico Price. I think he's a good fighter. I don't think he's ever going to be a top 15. I mean, maybe top 15. Yeah, maybe, but he's never going to be a like a future champ. But it's a great record. He wins a lot of fights. Matching up with him this soon, like no. I think Nico Price would definitely beat him. Um, Pereira maybe versus Perry. I don't know, man. It'd be a great fight. I don't really know. And you could build him up slowly. You can give him. I don't know. Who would you give Pereira? Like I'm trying to really think right now. Diego Lima. Yeah, let's do that. That's easy money. Do that. Do Sue Pereira versus Diego Lima, and then Danny Roberts. Are they going to give him another fight? Like the guy's just so hard to trust. You know that, man. Um, I don't know, man. Danny Roberts maybe versus Court McGee, I guess. That's a crazy fight. That's actually a really good fight. I don't know. Grant Dawson versus Chisano. So yeah, that's my last bet on the night. Yeah, I bet Dawson, man, and basically just the grappling advantage. The kid's relentless, dude. Like he has great grappling, and seeing Chisano getting taken down by everyone in his last 3 fights, like even Gunther, like really like Gunther won the second round, but Gunther like had like moments in the first round too. Like, yeah, he got his ass kicked on the feet for Strong because Strong's the better striker, obviously. But dude, Gunther was like controlling him in that fight, man. And then Pena took him down, controlled him. Giannetti even took him down. So, yeah, I think Chisano is no slouch. I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's a jobber, but yeah, man, he's a good point fighter, good striking, but he needs to work on his grappling because he can take him down a lot. And a guy like Dawson, man, who's so good on the mat, like so relentless and like pressured. And Dawson was looking pretty good on the feet. Dawson's chin is definitely, looked pretty good too. He's only been KO'd once, lightweight, and that was kind of some illegal elbows. I feel like too, but a little controversial. But yeah, Dawson's good. I think he's going to be a top 15 guy. I think they should give Dawson. I mean, they gave him Trezano, who's a good fighter, so I think Dawson should fight. Don't know. He should not fight Jourdain. That's way too much too soon for Jourdain. Dawson versus. Ooh, I got a good one for Dawson. Dawson versus Michael Johnson. That would be a great fight. That's a huge step up, man. And Michael Johnson's definitely a better fighter than Trezano. I think Dawson would beat him, man. I really do. I think a lot of people would probably pick Michael Johnson because he's like a truck. But, dude, Dawson would take him down at will, man. So, yeah, I got Dawson. Dawson would, oh, my God, Dawson would absolutely do, like, destroy Michael Johnson. Do that fight, Dawson versus Michael Johnson. Ed Herman versus Cummings. I picked Herman, man. It sucks. I picked him on the show. Didn't have the balls to bet him. Didn't have the balls to play him on DraftKings, and it bit me, bro. I mean, it bit me, man. Damn, dude, Ed Herman, man, like went out there and KO'd Cummings. Cummings is 100% done. I don't know if they give him one more fight. Like, who are they gonna give him? Like, I don't. Who would you give Pat Cummings? Like, really? Like, what's his name? That jobber. That never mind. Isn't he fighting? Never mind. Well, after Anders beats that Mamute or whatever, like, oh my God, dude! Like, shout out to Brandon K because he put out a prediction video today of some was it today or yesterday? A couple days ago of like some mismatches that are coming up, and dude, that he missed what he didn't say that one, but that's a complete mismatch. Is Eric Anders versus Mamute, whatever his name is. I know Anders, is on losing streak, didn't look the best versus Cleo 2.0, but come on, dude, Cleo 2.0, that dude's for real, man. Like, between me and you right here on the show, like, Cleo 2.0 would absolutely KO Ratchet stiff. I'm telling you, stiff. Okay, Manuel versus Ratchet. I mean, I'm going to leave that till Wednesday because I have a really, really long breakdown on that fight. I think it's close, by the way. I don't think it's easy money, but either way, it's close. But yeah, Cleo would beat a lot of guys. I mean, come on, Cleo's improved, man. I mean, he looked so good last fight against Anders. I think Anders is a good fighter too. But yeah, Anders is going to destroy Mamute. So yeah, a little sidetrack there. Ed Herman, I mean, who should Ed Herman fight? He's obviously going to get another fight. He's won. Ed Herman versus, I think, who could Ed Herman fight? I don't know. I was going to say John Vellante again, but I mean, no one wants to see that. John Vellante is going to get retired when he gets smoked against Mike Rodriguez. I guess Ed Herman could fight Mike Rodriguez after he beats. He can build him up slowly, and I don't know. I don't want to talk about that fight. We have 2 fights left. Going to break down comments real quick. Wineland or Popov? I have not taped that one yet. I've only taped a couple, man, for the 238 card. I actually have 2 bets so far for the 238 card. Well, one's a parlay with the Stockholm card. So I have 3 units on Demir Hazovic and parlay with Yan Zone, and I have that parlay at plus 120. Obviously, I kind of mess up that line. I think it's better right now. I missed out on Demir at minus 145, and it's funny because I was going to play him minus 145, but my dumbass really thought that he was going to get better, and he got steamed. And I really like Demir. I think he's going to smoke Thiagos. We'll talk about that next week more. And I like Yanzonin a lot versus Angela Hill. Angela Hill's, and I missed out on that. Dude, she was plus money, man, for a little bit. And my boy Kellen, my co-host, sniped that plus money. And I think I'm going to beat both the closing lines. I think Demir and Yan are definitely going to be close. Bigger favorites, but yeah, that's my first parlay, my first place. I have them parlayed together, Demir and Yan Zonin, and I have 3 units on Qatar. I bet Qatar at minus 145. I think he's going to beat Ricardo Lamas for sure, man. I think he's the better striker. I think he has way more left in the tank. I think he's way more durable. He's so much more technical than Lamas. Lamas is on the decline, man. Congrats, he beat Darren Elkins. Qatar would destroy him as well. So. Those are my 2 plays. Go back in the comp. So far, I'm gonna have a couple more plays for Stockholm too, at least 2 more, and then probably a couple more for that. But I've only taped a couple fights for 238. I'm gonna actually watch tape probably after this. I need to tape that main event because I'm really curious about that one. UFC bro picks, baby. Ryan Sango, thanks man for the love, appreciate it. Let's see, 2 more fights. Zach Cumming versus Giles. That one surprised me, man. I actually picked Giles, and I had Giles on DraftKings. I had Giles, man, in that big DraftKings tournament. That shout out to Brett Athlete that created that big tournament. And damn, man, I did really good the first week. I think I was in second in my group out from I think second, winning a couple points. Wait, was I second? I don't remember, honestly. Either first or second, but it was really close. And I didn't have a good week this week because I put Giles in there, man. And I had put out 14 lineups in a bunch of contests. Well, yeah, so I made 2 lineups basically. My strategy is I'll make I like DraftKings. I'm a better, I bet more than DraftKings, but I'm getting really close to DraftKings. I'm getting really more in the DraftKings. I'm gonna start doing DraftKings every card more. I've been doing DraftKings lately, maybe for the past since 2019. I've been doing it for a while, but not that hardcore. I'm getting more into DraftKings, and obviously betting number 1. DraftKings is getting pretty close to it. They're both going to be tied for number 1. But anyways, enough of my rant. So I put out some lineups, and I had a lineup with Dawson and Spencer, and I won $300. I had them in 7 lineups, and then in my other 7 lineups, so I did 14 entries, 2 lineups, and I did not put the Dawson Spencer lineup on in that contest, and it really did mean ass because I would have been first right now. Now I'm thinking I'm 4th or 3rd, but it's really close. So I gotta have a big week, but kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But yeah, Giles. I like Giles. I like when he goes woo, when he. Sometimes he's in the cage. It's pretty cool. He's a cop too, so obviously I gotta like him because that's my career. But what I went to school for, what I want to do, and what I'm in the process of right now. But anyways, back to this. Yeah, man, I do like Trevin Giles. I think that he's a good fighter. I just think he got caught, and I think Cummings showed up, and I think Giles it was a close fight. I think it was 1-1 for sure, but Cummings showed that he's not, a guy to be reckoned with. He's a good fighter, man. Cummings hits like a truck. And Cummings has such a good ground game, man. Cummings hurt him, and dude, I even said in the breakdowns that Cummings had the better ground game. Great jiu-jitsu, but yeah, I thought Giles was gonna win. I thought Giles was gonna win a dominant decision. It didn't turn out. Giles should fight maybe the loser, Kevin Holland versus Italy. I love that fight, by the way. I've actually been talking about that with a couple of friends today. Great fight. I don't know, or you can give Giles Fluffy Hernandez. It'd be a pretty good fight, and then Zach Cummings. I don't know. You could give him Elias, maybe, even though Elias coming off a loss. I don't know. You can give Zach Cummings the winner of Darren Wynn against that Brazilian guy. I don't know who Zach Cummings should fight. I mean, he's on a 2-fight win streak, right? Yeah. I was gonna say GM3, but GM3 lost last fight. I don't know. We'll see who should fight. The last fight, before we go back in the comments, Rosa versus Arce. Yeah, that was a pretty cool fight, man. Arce, man, damn. He was winning the both rounds, first 2 rounds, but I think it was close. I think Arce Rosa had his moments, man, but he's just his chin's not good. He's not UFC material either. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna give a Rosa no chance. I mean, you could give a Rosa Jourdain if you want. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna do that. Jourdain would smoke him, but I mean, I think a lot of people would smoke Rosa. I don't think Rosa. Is there like one fighter he could beat on the roster, man? I don't know. Like, could he? Like, who could Rosa beat? Like at 145. Arnett? Like, I don't know. Like, that's a coin flip. I don't know, man. I really don't know. But Arce's a good fighter. I mean, you can give Arce Grant Dawson. That's a good fight, actually, to be honest. The more I think about it, but yeah, it'd be a good fight. But I got Dawson though, pre-save. I like Dawson a lot, to be honest. So that's the card. We got a good card next week. And then we have a 238, like right after. Then we have a little break, and we have like UFC, I think, every weekend for a while, which is good. I hate these breaks, man. UFC is the best sport, man. I don't like these breaks. I know PFL is going on right now, by the way, but I like PFL. Obviously, you know, I'll probably watch the fights that I miss after this, or start some tape for 238. Let's see. So those are all the comments so far. Yeah, let me know, guys, in the comments below if you want me to start doing more. What's it called? Companions and stuff, like maybe on fight day, like maybe like during the fight. Like I know, like I did that before. Maybe I'll start doing some more like during like the actual UFC card. Like I'll pop in here and just watch like all the fights with you guys. You guys can just comment below and we can talk about fights. That was pretty fun, man. Me and Kelton did that. I think it was for the card that Jan fought Thiago Santos, and I lost money on that fight because Santos destroyed Jan. But so yeah, that's the recap. I answered everyone's questions so far. I don't think we have any more. Obviously, I gotta like tweet it out a couple more days in advance so I get more people watching. But yeah. So as of right now, we'll be doing the Stockholm card on Wednesday, I believe. I don't know. I'll just stay tuned to Twitter. I think we're gonna be doing on Wednesday, but great card. I think it's like pretty early for me on Saturday morning, like so I don't know. I think like 7 a.m. the fight card starts, but good card, and I can't wait, man. I can't wait for 238. It's a great card too. So thanks, guys, and comment below, man. What kind of videos you want me to do, like besides the weekly videos. Like if you guys want me to do more videos, let me know. Obviously, like we've been thinking about doing interview videos, so again, it's fighters. We haven't done that yet, but it's just time consuming, But yeah, man, just comment below. Like, I'll answer all your comments. Comment below who you guys like next week, who you guys like in future matchups, any other videos you want me to do and stuff. It's kind of like off topic. Like this is not UFC related, but I actually might like start like in the future, maybe like start posting some like food challenges or something like that and on this channel, like stuff. Like I know this like has nothing to do with UFC, but I mean I like food, and I think doing like maybe like a 10,000 calorie challenge, something like that. Like I watch a lot of those videos on YouTube and stuff. So I think doing a 10,000 calorie cheat day or something, or doing like certain food challenges or something, or would be pretty cool. So let me know if you guys are interested in that. If not, then I'll just do a separate channel or something. But I think it'd be pretty cool. So thanks, guys, for the support, and we're back next week. Everybody go make fun of Kelton right now on Twitter because he bailed last minute. And but yeah, I mean, obviously give him a congrats. He's definitely been doing really good, man, this year. Kelton's having a huge 2019, and Spencer Bet. I mean, dude, he's told me about Spencer, and I immediately watched the tape, and that was a great play, man. So congrats to Kelton, and that's like the only time I'm ever going to tell him congrats, because I'm competitive, man, and I like I'm the alpha in this UFC bro pits. Kelton's the little prince. Just kidding, Kelton. Kelton's a good guy. I like Kelton, and we have a great record, man, together. So I think we're like, I don't even remember. I think we're like, don't quote me on this, but I think we're like 18-5. I don't know. I don't know if I'm right, but when we're consensus, and we are consensus on Demir and Yan. I just realized that right now, so that's pretty cool. And I think we're consensus on one of our bets we're going to make too. But before I go, let me check. Is there any more comments? Unemployed Mario, good show. We all like food. Yeah, man, I love food, man. I mean, that's why I go to the gym every day, and I work out. I mean, if I didn't, I mean, it'd be huge. Like, I don't like eat terrible. Like, I balance, but I love food. If I want to eat like In and Out, I'm gonna eat In and Out. I'm not gonna just like eat like seaweed and stuff like all day and diet and stuff. So, thanks, guys, and we'll be back, man, next Wednesday, and I think I'm gonna start doing more recaps like this, and maybe just more videos, like kind of like Brandon K does a lot of videos, like besides the breakdowns, random videos. Maybe I'll just like put it out a couple days, like, hey guys, I'm gonna do like a video of I'll just answer everyone's questions. So that's that's actually pretty fun. I know James Lynch does that a lot too, so I'll start doing more of those. And let me know in the comments if you guys want me to do more. And I'll see you guys next Wednesday. And I hope everyone has a good card next week. And let's get it.